Up with KREM begins now.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on Up with KREM. I'm Brandon T. Jones, filling in for Tim and Nicole today, and let's go ahead. It's Trident's Up. Trident's Up as we make our way on over to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick standing by. It's exciting.
It is exciting.
Let me hop on the bandwagon for the Mariners.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
all for it. Let's go win the whole thing, like Cal Raleigh said, right? But
Yeah, that's right.
Thomas, you've got more important information about our weather today. What are things looking like?
Listen, if you let the two of us get carried away with sports,
Yeah.
we'll carry the whole show. But we do have an important weather day. It is a weather impact alert day due to high fire danger. And even though it is now officially fall, it is still feeling like summer outside. And with a summer storm system and a summer cold front, it means it's just providing a lot more wind and dry weather as opposed to the rain that we do desperately need. So high fire danger day due to and that's why the red flag warnings are in effect. Wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. That'll start to peak in the late afternoon hours, likely between about 5 and 9 p.m. will be the height of any kind of wind impacts today. High temperatures still more than 10 degrees above average in the low 80s this afternoon. Again, feeling like the last day of a heat wave, which has often led to the highest fire danger days through the summer.
All right, Thomas, we'll check back in. And of course, here on Up with KREM, we bring you weather and traffic together every 30 minutes. This right here, a live look at I-90 in Arthur. Of course, there's not much traffic on the screens right now. 6:02, still a little bit early this morning. We'll keep tracking those cameras, though, to keep you posted ahead of your morning commute. Turning now to some breaking news from overnight. Spokane police confirming 2 men are dead and a third is in critical condition after a shooting on the South Hill. Spokane police say this happened around 8:45 last night on East 34th Ave in Myrtle near Chase Middle School. This is a live look right here where you can see the scene has calmed down quite a bit since those moments from last night. When officers arrived last night, they found the 2 men dead and the third with life-threatening injuries. It's believed all 3 men knew each other. SPD confirming no one else was injured, and they're asking anyone with any information to call Crime Check. New this morning, we're hearing from the Chelan County Sheriff's Office, who says the U.S. Marshals Service may have jumped to a conclusion about the death of Travis Decker. Last week, investigators found remains they believe are Decker's, the man accused of killing his 3 daughters near Leavenworth. Maddie White sat down with the sheriff, who wants to set the record straight, saying DNA results are not back yet.
I would love to come out as the sheriff for our county and say this case has been concluded, Mr. Decker's been located. But we're just not at that point yet.
Investigators finally got a break last week.
Just the geographical location certainly put a high probability that this was Mr. Decker.
They say they found what is probably the body of Travis Decker.
We recognize that the clothing we found, the personal items, were consistent with images that we had collected of Mr. Decker before.
It's why the U.S. Marshals Service submitted a motion to wind down their search, writing to the court, defendant Travis Caleb Decker is deceased.
And I understand the kind of message that this sends. Somehow as a group that we've come to the determination that Mr. Decker is deceased.
But Chelan County Sheriff Mike Morrison says that's not been proven.
I know our community, just like us, wants this kind of closure. We're there, but I will not say it unless I'm 100% positive that I can look my citizens in the eye and say, you have nothing else to fear. This case is closed.
Those DNA results are expected very soon.
We're very thankful for the U.S. Marshals Service.
The more boots on the ground, the better when it comes to searching the woods for an accused killer. But when it comes to managing public information,
they were not making a determination that he was officially deceased.
Maybe there's such a thing.
I don't believe it was anything intentional on their part, too, to cause confusion.
As too many cooks in the kitchen.
This was an emotional roller coaster for a lot of people, and hopefully we can say the ride's coming to an end.
Sheriff Morrison says those DNA results are expected as soon as today. And as for the cause of death, he says the coroner is emphasizing we may not get that information anytime soon or even ever because of the condition in which the remains were found. A man accused of smashing the window of a local Dutch Bros with a knife was arrested, then released, and then re-arrested later that same day for similar charges. Here's video of the man identified as 46-year-old Tony Gus shattering a drive-through window of a Dutch Bros off of East 1st Avenue with a large knife. The worker inside that stand called police, who came and booked him into the Spokane County Jail. He was later released due to overcrowding. Gus was arrested again when police responded to a call of someone trying to break a business's window on Summit Parkway. Business owners say they're frustrated and concerned for themselves and their business.
It's really important the city has nurse back to health, and we really need people who understand how important that is. So I wonder if we should start sending the bill to the city and county for them to fix the vandalism that keeps taking place.
Spokane Valley police say his most recent arrest was his 9th in 2025. He has been released 3 times due to jail overcrowding. Well, this morning, law enforcement say they have evidence that may help pin down a motive in the deadly shooting at an ICE facility in Dallas, Texas yesterday morning. Authorities say bullets hit 3 people in that vehicle who were being detained. One of them killed, the other 2 critically injured. Authorities have identified the shooter as 29-year-old Joshua John. He died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And the FBI, sharing in a press conference, said rounds from the shootings had messages that were anti-ICE. The Department of Homeland Security says the federal government has stepped up security at ICE facilities around the country. Happening today at the Spokane Superior Court, there will be a vigil to honor and remember those who lost their life to homicide. September 25th is National Day of Remembrance for Murder Victims. The day is about remembering and honoring those who lost their life. The vigil and memorial will be at the Superior Court Jury Assembly Room. The event starts at 11:45 and will end at 1 this afternoon. Today, we're learning more about high insurance costs that may permanently ground the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office helicopter, which hasn't been in use over a year. Kootenai County Commissioner Leslie Duncan says if the helicopter is out of their price range, they have to get rid of the pilot program. The program was the first of its kind in Idaho. In its 1 year of use, the helicopter unit assisted 140 incidents, but hasn't flown since September of 2024.
At 6:07, another look at our weather forecast. We'll start with current temperatures this morning because we have another wide range across the inland Northwest. Look at this. Check this out. It is 38 in Deer Park, so feeling again very cold, very much like fall. But offset that at 63 in Grand Coulee, so a 25-degree temperature difference just at the current moment. But everybody will get back into the 80s by this afternoon with the wind gusts starting to come into play. So because it is a warm, dry, and windy day, we do have heightened fire danger. And coming up, I'll detail what areas of the inland Northwest will experience the strongest of these wind gusts.
M's fans, let me know, how are you feeling this morning as you wake up to know your Seattle Mariners are partying like it's 2001 because they have clinched the AL West title with their 9-2 victory over the Rockies last night. And last night was a great night for M's fans, not just because of becoming the best in the West, but catcher Cal Raleigh doing what he does best, making history yet again. Last night, hitting his 59th and his 60th home runs of the season.
Fly ball to right field, number 60!
It's out of there. It's out of there. You could hear it in the background, fans chanting MVP for the big dumper. Raleigh is now the 4th American League player to have a 60 home run season, and the Mariners now need a win and a Guardians loss to clinch the 2 seed and a bye into the ALDS. And if you're wanting to get a postseason ticket, because why wouldn't you? This year just feels absolutely special. A reminder, those tickets go on sale today at noon. Game 1 of the AL Wild Card is scheduled for September 30th. If you have any photos or memories from previous Mariners playoff games, we'd love to see those. I know some of you may have been babies, but hey, we still want to see it because it's special. Things are feeling good. You can share those with us at 509-448-2000. Now switching from the diamond over to the gridiron, the Seattle Seahawks are in Arizona today for Thursday night football. Some good news for Hawks fans. Cornerback Devin Witherspoon and safety Julian Love are both active and will both play tonight. The key for the Seahawks defense will be limiting the opportunities for Cardinals quick quarterback Kyler Murray to get outside of the pocket. You got to make sure you contain him before he can use those legs of his to create big plays for Arizona's offense.
rushing as one. We talk about it all the time, whether we're rushing with 4 people or 5 people, of just like not opening up lanes and pockets for a guy like Murray to run. He's super fast. You see him outrunning DBs on the sideline and stuff like that. So for us, it's really important to just collapse the pocket and just put the pocket on top of him.
Meanwhile, the Hawks offense has been busy planning for the Cards defense that is made up of former UW Husky Buda Baker and former Coug Jalen Thompson. That game kicks off tonight at 5:15 only on Amazon Prime.